Hi, this is Steve Finn from Dr. Finn's Games, and I'm going to do a solo playthrough of my new Cosmic Run mining colony. This is all prototype parts, but it is using the artwork that I'm going to be using in the game. And I've made the tokens with my 3D printer, but they will have these shapes. So the object mining colony is for me to build up a mining colony. There's some tiles over here which have various pictures on them. These are various buildings and they'll hold either spaceships or people or gems, and then I'll be using those things to hopefully build science stations and outposts. So my object in the one player game is to try to build all of those. If I don't build all of those, there's a scoring system at the end that I can win if I stay positive. And that basically involves trying to avoid wasting stuff and avoid having open spots on my colony board at the end. So the game is going to play it over 5 rounds. I'm playing against a dummy player who's represented by this red deck. The dummy player doesn't build anything. It just stops me from getting resources sometimes. And I'm going to play with my blue deck. And there's 5 rounds. These are over here. I've removed 2 of these cards. There's 5 of these cards. And one of these is flipped at the beginning of every round. And it's to populate these zones out here. So as you can see here, zones 1, 2, 3, and 4, these are excavation zones. And it tells me what types of things to put into each of those zones. So I'm going to pause the video to put all those things in after I do the first one. So you can see here, for example, this takes a tile that has 2 squares. So this is a 2 square tile because it covers up 2 squares. A green gem, a black ship, and a red man. Okay, and as you play the game, you get better and better at this. So I'm just going to pause the video so you don't have to see me set up between you. Okay, so I populated the 4 excavation zones with these things, and I'll hold this card up here so you can see it better. Now my object is to get both resources like the crystals and the people, what are called colonists, and ships, and also these development tiles which I place on my board. So I'm trying to fill up the board, but at the same time I'm going to try to build these things over here. And in a one-player game, the way that I build, for example, the red outpost, is to place both a red man and a red ship in the same row or column with any space that's blank, and by blank I just mean absent any physical item, then I could build one of these. So I'm trying to put 2 red things, essentially a ship and a red guy, in the same row or column. So that means I also, though, have to be cognizant of what tiles are out here. So for example, this tile here has a dome. The dome holds the people. It has this storage unit which holds the gems, and you can see here this one's a white one. So in this case I could put a white, if I get a white crystal I'll be able to put that on there. The board starts down at the bottom here. You could say I've got a room for a dome. This is a storage unit that can hold any color. You can see it has a lot of different colors on there. These are just for artistic purposes. Then there's a launch pad or a landing pad which holds ships. And then there's another wild processing facility. So if I can get a man and a ship of the same color in these 2 spots, I'll be able to build on any of these. Now it's different in a 2-player game, but in the solo game, that's what you do here. So these are the things here. I can look to say to myself, are there 2 of the same color? Well, if I can get this black ship and this black colonist, then I will be able to do it. I'll also, if I can win that and win these, then I'll have 2 greens. So that would be a good start. I also have here a staging area card, which is kind of a place where you could put stuff if you don't have room here, or as you think about what you want to do. So usually you just put it here and then you can move it over when you know what you're going to do. Okay, so here's how it works. In the first round, I have to decide what I'm going to go for. How badly do I want this? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to compete in zones 1 and 2. I'm going to compete with this guy. Now I have these excavation cards that go from 1 to 10. And there's 5 rounds. I use 2 cards each round. But right now I'm going to pick 1 for zones 1 and 2. And whoever plays the higher card gets to choose first. And if the dummy player plays a higher than me, I'll explain, if that happens, how he chooses. So, how badly do I want 1 versus 2? You know, I really want to try to win 1, and I want to try to win 3. So, let's start with a kind of a relatively high one. Let's see if I can get the first one. I'm going to say 6. So here's 6. So I'll put those aside. I'm going to play 6. Let's see what... All right, let me shuffle these 2. Okay, and then see what he says. 8. Oh, well, actually, so the opponent, my imaginary dummy opponent called Zorlord. Zorlord has played an 8. I played a 6. That means he wins. And what he wins is if he plays an odd number, he'll win the 1 area. If he plays an even number, he'll win this. So it turns out I got what I wanted anyway. But I did lose a tile worth 4. So that just goes out of the game. I now have these components. And I have to now put this on the board. So it has a green storage unit and a launch pad. What I might do is I can do this here. So I have a green storage unit. I'll put that green gem on there. So if I can get a green gem there, I can build a science station. For now, I'm just going to put my guy on the dome and the man and the ship on the launch pad. And then when I want, I can move it over. So there goes the first turn of the first round. And there's 2 turns in this round. All right, now I'm competing for these gems, which are these resources, which you can now see. So if I can get this colonist, I'll be able to put the black colonist and the black ship in the same row, and therefore get it. So you don't want to use your really high cards too early. So I'll say 7. So let's see what happens. 7. What does he have? A 10. Oh no. Well, again, I got lucky because he played an even number, which means he wins all this stuff. So that stuff comes out. Had it been an odd number, I wouldn't have gotten what I wanted. So now I have all these things. So I have to place these. So you have to start thinking about how you want to place them. I don't want to spend too much time. Because at the end of the game, for every open space that I have, I lose a point. So I have to be careful about how I do this. So I'm going to place that like this. Actually, I'm going to go like this right here. And that way I have two storage units near each other. So I'm going to take this black colonist, put him there. We got a ship. I've now satisfied the condition for building an outpost. So I'll build an outpost and I can put it wherever I want. I'll just stick it there. I could put it here, here, there. I could build it over that, but I might as well leave that spot there because I don't want to waste anything. So now I have another, I have a green gem. So I'm moving right along. And now I'll build this science station. So I built 2 of the 7 things that I need to build. And then I'm going to put that yellow gem there for now. So I'm going to flip. So now I'm in the second round. We get rid of these cards. And then we flip another one of these. And then I'm going to shut off the camera while I pop it. Okay, so I put these things in there. So now what do I need to do? I've already built the black and the green. So really I'm looking for some of the other colors. Over here I've got a blue ship, a purple gem. I mean a blue man, a purple gem, and a black ship. I got a white and a green. So I already have a green, but sorry, that's a yellow. A yellow and a green. White, yellow. So I think I'd probably prefer this. Although I'm okay with either of these. So in that case, I'm just going to play one of my lower numbers and then leave it up to fate to see what Zorlord chooses. I'm going to say a 2. And then see what he says. 6. So he takes the even numbered one. So you notice here I only get 1 small piece. So I'm going to stick that over there. I've got to put down the purple. This is a purple only thing, so I'm going to put that on there. the launch pad. I'm going to stick the launch pad here. I already have a person there, so I got to put the person down. Oh, and look at this. So here's the other thing I need to be looking for. If you can't legally place the person, there's no dome for this man, so he is lost. So I lose him in a one-player game. This is now going to count against me, and I use this area here, which is normally for victory points. I'm using it here for a waste area. So that's going to count against me at the end of the game. So now moving on to this. All right. So if I get this person, I have no place to put him. And if I get that person, I have no place to put him either. I should have been looking for domes. But I like that yellow gem because I have a yellow gem here. And then I would be able to build, if I can do it right, I should be able to build a yellow station. So I'm going to try to get that. Let's go with the medium card of 5. Zorlord plays a 4. All right, so I get to choose. So what did I want? I wanted this yellow gem. All right, so I have a storage unit, which I'm going to place up here. I'm going to place a yellow there, a yellow there. So now I have 2 yellows in the same column, which allows me to build a yellow station. So in a 2-player game, the only way you can build it is if the 2 gems are exactly 1 space apart. So it's much harder to build in a normal game. And look at what's occurred. I've now lost, I don't have a dome, so I've now lost 2 things. Every 2 things that I've wasted is a negative point at the end, so that's not good. So I'll put these out because Zorlord takes those, and I'm going to pause while I won't pause. Now I'll pause. So I'm going to fill the board with these. All right, so we're in round 3. I'm trying to build these things, so I'm looking at red, blue, purple, and white. So we got a red ship here, a blue ship, got a white gem. So I gotta make some decisions. I also start thinking about filling up my board because I don't want to leave it too blank. So I think I want this. I don't want to get a lot of stuff. I want to make some space because I'm running out of space over here. So I think I'm going to try to go for that if I can. We'll see though. I'm going to let fate. I'm going to play a low number. See what happens. Okay, a 9. So that is an odd number. It beats mine, so it's going to take the odd number. So that's maybe too bad for me, but I still get these 2 things. The question is, am I going to have space for them? I've already built the yellow, but I do need to put them down somewhere. I've got a blue ship. I don't have any matching shipper people, but I'm going to put this blue ship here and hope that I get a launch pad. And I got to put the yellow gem down, so I'll put that down. I still have this space for the gem, but I don't need to put it there right yet. All right. That goes out. Next, I got to figure out what I want from these. I think I want that red ship because I have a red guy and a red ship. I haven't built the red station yet, so I'm going to try to do that. It's also a 4-piece, and it has a dome and a couple gem spots, so that's good. I'm going to go hard for this one, and I'm going to say 9. Let's see what he does. 7. Oh, that's good. I played a high one. All right, so I'm going to choose these. This goes to Zorlord. And now I got to put this down somewhere. So I want to put the red thing and that in the same row or column. Here's a dome. And that's my open thing. So I'm going to put that here. And then I put the ship down. Put the person down. Now, all of this has to be developed. So I have to actually get a 2-piece to fit in here before I can build the station. So right now this is considered undeveloped land. So I can't build something on undeveloped land, and it has to be completely developed in between the 2 things. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to hope that a white gem comes up. Were these mine? Did I win this? Yeah, I won these 2. All right, so I'm going to put that down, a yellow there. And I'm going to put down the green here. I still have these things too. All right, so we're going to go in the 4th round. I'm going to populate the board. I'm going to pause while I populate the board. Okay, I'm back. Here, I have the 2 that I desperately need. So I want to really fill that spot in. So that's what I'm going to go for. And I'm going to waste my 10 right now. You know what? Its highest number is a 10. It's played its 9. So if it plays a 10, all right, so here's a tiebreaker situation. If I play a 10 and he plays a 10, he wins the ties because of this symbol is pointing towards him. When we fight for 3 and 4, if I win the tie, or if I have a tie, I win ties over there. So actually, if I might waste a 10. I think his 9 has been played and his 10, maybe his 10 has been played. So I'm just going to play 10 just to be safe. I can't remember what he played. I'm not supposed to look. 5. Okay. So I win that. I will take this. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put the green thing here. Ooh, there's a... Drop the gem. I have a purple guy here, so if I could put that purple gem over there, I can build the purple station. So I need to get a storage facility there. Oh, but I don't have any space to put it. Ah! Okay. Anyway, so I have that. Got another purple gem, which I'm going to put here. And now I have a red guy and a red ship. So I get to build the outpost, which I can build right there. All right. He gets those. And now it's these things. There's a black ship. I already built black outposts, so I don't want too much stuff, because if I can't place stuff, it counts against me. I do want to cover up, so I want to get that. But I have these cards, 814. How badly do I want that? I think I want it pretty badly, because I really don't want these things, because I have no place to put them. So we're going to say 8, 3. Oh, I could have used my 4. All right, so I win. I'll take these. He gets those. Now I got to think about where I'm going to put this. I've got a yellow gem. I've already built the yellow thing. Got a white gem here. I still need to build the white thing, the white station. I'm going to put that here. Put the yellow gem on that. I'll just move this over now so I remember that I have to do that, because it's for a white gem, so I have to put a white gem there anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this the final round. So this is the last card that I flipped to populate the board with. Now I need to build a blue outpost and a purple and a white. So I'm looking for those things. Oh, blue, purple, and white are all there. So that's one that I really like to win, probably. So if I don't build all of these, I'll explain now how I win or lose. If I don't build those 3 things, what I do is I calculate my score. I get a positive point for everything that I did build, by which I mean the outpost or station. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get a negative point for every 2 things in my waste area, and a negative 1 point for every one of these. So I need to make sure that I fill a lot of this while at the same time trying to get one of these. So let's start over here. I think I need these 3 spaces, because I need to just start filling up the board. Although I don't think I need it so badly. I think I need that more, so I'm going to save my 4. If I had a good memory, I know what he'd play. Oh, 2. All right, good. So he takes this, and I get what I wanted anyway. So I get these things. And I also have to be thinking about the shape. If I were to get this, only place it would fit would be here and here. So, oh, and there too. So I'm going to put this here so that I can fit either of those shapes back in. So I'll put that. I got the white gem. Damn it. I can't get the... I also want to leave that open. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to go for that. I'm hoping that I get that, because I need to leave a white space open. I need to leave this open so that if I get this, I can build a white station. I think that's more important to me. But I have no place to put that, so I'm going to put the white gem there. I already got the green thing, so I'll throw that away. And now, the moment of truth. I really need to win this. I really need to win that. 4-1. All right, good. So I will take this. I'll put that here. And now I will put the white gem there, which allows me to build the white station. If I could have put the purple in line with another purple, I could have done it. But actually I have no more storage units, so I lose that. I have no more, so these don't count. I got to get rid of these things. So this I can put. Oh, I have a blue guy. Oh, look, there's a dome here, but I can't build in between. I need one more space to put that guy. I could have built the blue one. I had what it takes. So there's that. All right, so I'm going to lose a couple points there. That goes out, and now I score. So I built 5 of the 7 structures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 points. But I lose 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm down to 1 point. Then I lose another 1, so I'm at 0. And I lose 1 for every 2 items there. So I lose -1. So I lost this game. If I could have just been able to place that and then build this guy, but I didn't plan it out well enough. So that's how you play this game. In a 2-player game, there are some victory point tokens over here that are randomly placed every game. And the person, so you still fight for resources, but then you compare whoever's built the most blue things, for example, or not just built the most blue things, but whoever has the most blue items would in this case win a point. Whoever has the most is red, red things gets 3 points. And you'd fill out all of these with victory point tokens. And then there's also a couple minor rule changes for the building phase. But that basically gives you a rough idea of how to play the solo version of Cosmic Run Mining Colony, coming to Kickstarter in late March 2019 or April 2019. For more information, visit drfins.com.